Wow, that was fun. I'm Joanne Carey. Welcome back to my channel. And today the Arcturian Council decided to pop in and also share their perspective on the changes that we're going through. And they did an impromptu process to support us in releasing those patterns and things that are no longer serving us, to support us in navigating the change. So enjoy their message. Indeed, this is the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to be connecting with you right now. Thank you for accepting our invitation for a conversation at this time. There is indeed a significant amount of change on the planet, but you are being guided and supported as a planet and as a human collective by many of the star councils and families at this time. The Arcturian Council is one collective of beings and consciousness that is supporting humanity in its lifting in consciousness. We have a long history with humanity, and we are very pleased to be sharing our energy and frequencies, as well as our messages through many channels on this plane at this time. And if you gift yourself at this time with a giant inhale of life force energy into your beingness, into each of your cells, you are supported. Your breath, a connection with your life force, feeding life force and frequency into your cells, your breath activating within your body codes of information to support you in opening more fully to your divine connection. As more energy and more frequency are held by each individual, and as more energies and information are radiated towards the planet and received by Mother Earth, as well as each being on the planet, you are supported in lifting your vibration even further. However, this does in fact result in those things that you would consider darkness or shadow to reveal themselves. As you lift in frequency, that dust, that distortion in your field must be released. And the challenge that you have in many cases is that you do not want to release those things that you know. And so this means that you hold on to it, and you end up going through a much more challenging time than if you would simply recognize that you are being supported in an uplifting as a humanity, as a planet, and that it is within your choice to be able to recognize those things that are no longer serving you, that can no longer be held within the vibrational field that you hold. And instead of holding on to them so tightly in a windstorm, just let them clear from you like a gentle breeze. And so as you breathe in this higher level light and see it as a beautiful light coming down through your crown, coming in through your mouth, coming in through your cells of your body, feel it lifting you. Intend for it to lift and connect you. Intend for your breath to support you in lifting your vibration. And then see a further breath of source come blowing through your field from that expanded state, allowing those distortions, those pieces of dust, debris, black spots, however you see or feel them or sense them, just know that the breeze of source, the breath of source, will allow it to release from your field easily. And the only thing that will keep it there is your fear of letting it go. And this is not necessarily conscious. We hear some of you saying right now that you've been trying to let it go. If you have been intending and you have been aligning with your source self and you are still finding patterns repeating themselves, know that you simply have an aspect of yourself energetically that is holding on to that pattern. Many of you are aware of your inner child, that aspect of you that has been created. Indeed, many aspects of you that have been created through the many small t and large T traumas that you have undergone as a human being on this dense plane in this lifetime and others. And so it is being aware of that, calling in those aspects of yourself that may be holding on to a pattern that you have been consciously attempting to release. And then as you become aware of it and just recognize that it is there, even if you are not consciously aware of exactly when it may have been created, but you understand that there is indeed an energy holding on to that pattern, that habit, that fear that you are no longer being supported by, you can then visualize, call in the light of source, as we just said, breathe in the light of source into all of your cells, but all of the space between your cells, and then call the breath of source through to allow it to release. And recall that you are not trying to get rid of any aspect of yourself. You are simply allowing for a reseeing, a renewal of that aspect of self for it to be reintegrated as you reunite with yourselves that have been separated from you over the course of this and other lifetimes, these and other realms that you are within. And so, as you allow this and as you intend for this to happen, as you again see the light coming down through you, breathing in that light, allowing the breath of source to come through you, and then allow those aspects of you that have been supported in releasing those patterns, allow it to come into your heart space, back into your wholeness. Invite it back in to be one with the source light being that you are. You are supported in this. We support you in this. It does not need to be difficult, dear ones. It does not need to be hard. It does not need to have many steps for you to check off on a box. We support you in the energy, and the energies on the planet are indeed ripe for this type of energetic transmission that will support you in reclaiming those aspects of yourself and releasing those patterns that are not serving you so that you can most easily navigate the changes that you are undertaking. And the changes are indeed part of that release. You are lifting, and many of you are indeed already experiencing many of the positive benefits and openings that come with an increase in consciousness. So focus on those positives, focus on those opening experiences that you are having. Look for more of those. Be curious and in wonder of what is coming to you, for you are ever in receipt of new experiences and new opportunities as you allow your consciousness to lift and as you allow yourself to experience and play in the higher dimensions. And as you allow your frequency to play in frequencies such as ours and in other high frequency environments, you are indeed supported in maintaining that. And then as you maintain it more fully, you again go through a cycle of releasing those things that are then at a frequency that can no longer be supported by you. And it is just an ebb and a flow. It is strictly a natural process. You lift, you release. As you release, you lift some more. As you lift some more, you then have more that needs to be released, but it does not need to be difficult. We state this again. It no longer needs to be difficult. You have experience that tells you that release and change must be difficult, that it must be hard, because that has been your experience over many years, some of you many decades on this path. We are telling you now that that is a belief, that is a pattern that gets to go now. The release of the shadow, the release of those things that are no longer serving you is no longer something that needs to take a significant amount of work. As you allow and set your intention for it to be released, as you call in the source energy that you are supported in, as you call in those guides such as us who will be supporting you, who are supporting you, you are able to release. You are able to release more easily, allowing you to navigate this change in a much more peaceful, balanced way. And in that, you are able to support more of those who are opening behind you and are paving the way, so to speak, for their experience not to be as challenging as perhaps you have found yours. You are beautiful beings of light, and you are doing so well. From our vantage point, from where we sit outside of the plane, we see you shining very brightly. We see your frequency lifting every day. We see more and more of you opening, connecting, sharing, and spreading the words that become embedded within the collective frequency. This allows for more people to experience it. It becomes more of the norm. And as things become more of the normal, more people are able to open to it, are cracked open, and are then supported by the path that you have walked. We thank you for the connection. This has been the Arcturian Council. If you like that message from the Arcturian Council, please like, share, turn on notifications, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on other messages just for you.